All right. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. It is 11 p.m. and I understand. I understand what time it is. It is late. And I'm telling this to myself as well because your boy's gonna be up bright and early tomorrow, 9 a.m. for work. But I did promise a stream, and I did want to stream. But realistically, this shouldn't be too long, I don't think. What really is going to happen in this stream is just going to be us just finishing up the pretty much the rest of the main game outside of actually doing the Elite Four. I want to do the Elite Four tomorrow. I don't know why I blanked out there, but I want to do the Elite Four stuff tomorrow. I would like to do it in here before I have to move my entire setup out there. Tomorrow is going to be a busy day for me. Very, very busy day. But we're going to make it happen in regards to streaming and whatnot. And then we'll see kind of where everything falls from there. But this is what we're rocking with for our team. Team looking really good, really, really solid. Last trial, if I remember correctly, was 66. We got the grand trial today, which is probably going to be about 60, probably mid to high 60s in terms of levels. I think we'll be just fine. We got a pretty solid team of 6, but really it's a team of 4 just because of the levels with everything. And because we're doing the Victory Road stuff today, we will get to see what our Necrozma encounter in the Victory Road will be. And that will get randomized into something that's about level, I don't know. What is he normally, 65? I think he's normally 65, so it'll be like 70. 6.5 goes to what, 13 for 20%? So it'd be 18? No, not 18. 13. So it'll be 78. That's where I got the 8 from. But before we do our grand trial battle against Hapu, I am going to go ahead and heal. Because I'm a bit nervous. Ain't going to lie. I really don't want to lose anybody right before we go into the Elite Four. And the rest of the guys said this. Whatever team goes into the Elite Four for the Eon battle, that is who we're bringing. So, you know, let's make this stream today. We got to make it flawless. It'll be quick, but it'll be flawless. That's what we need. We don't need to get an encounter on Executor Island because we've already gotten our encounters there. Of course, she will have a team of 6, so control what we can control. Don't try to do anything stupid. It's pretty much the mentality I'm going to tell myself here. That's the advice I'm giving myself. Excuse me. Alright, here it is. Could you imagine if, like, I did this the way I typically do, which is, like, I count the grand trials as, like, their own, like, separate thing. This stream would be, like, it's like, thanks, guys. 20-minute live stream. Alright, Operator Wayne with the Superior. Okay. So, good start for us. Because we lead with Gengar. There's not really a whole lot that the Superior should be able to do to us. It might outspeed, but I highly doubt it will. An eruption will one-shot. Oh, the spiky shield. Doing a little bit of scouting. Do a little bit of scouting. Okay. I respect it. I respect it. I don't know why it's lagging so bad. Yeah, I have no idea why it's lagging so bad. Alright, Garchomp. This guy is a bit of a problem for this team. But luckily we have Milotic still, whom we can go into here, and I can do a little bit of scouting with King Shield. And it is a Mega Evolution, so this is probably for the best that we go for King Shield here. Anticipating the physical attack, because we don't see ourselves one-shotting this guy. Does it make contact? It does. Now, because Stomping Tantrum does more... Because doesn't Stomping Tantrum doubles its base power if the last attack misses, right? So realistically, whatever damage it does to me here should be the exact same damage it would have done to me that first turn, right? To ensure that this thing gets burned. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. That was -2 attack. Yeah, that did way too much. I wonder if maybe that actually ignores... I wonder if that ignores stat reduction. That seemed like it did a lot. Okay, so Origin Pulse does that. Well, you can see based off of this damage here. So that did what? That did 60? Versus, what did it do when it hit me? Like 100? Wait, that math doesn't check out then. Because if it did 60, because it's a Ben. Meditate? No. No to that. Bad Garchomp. And I don't remember if this game nerfed burn damage or if it was Gen 8. Okay, Hyper Potion. So no full restore into the game. Hyper Potion really isn't going to heal that much. I just think it's interesting that this is the first time that we're seeing somebody in an important battle heal up. Heal up. Now I could... Nah, I just go for the Origin Pulse here. Get rid of it. Alright, Redemption is 62. Tapu Koko. I mean, we go Groudon here, right? I think we go Groudon here. Because we don't have anything else that can really take this thing on. I'm just worried about what other moves it might learn. What up? What's going on, man? How's it going? We're streaming super duper late. Because, I mean, I was supposed to stream earlier today and just never got around to it. But, here we are now. Alright, I want to say an Earthquake should kill. Ooh, the switch. So this thing doesn't have anything that can hit Groudon. We got a lot of things that just happened. Chill out. Alright, so Tapu Bulu comes in. I seriously don't know why my game is lagging this bad. I'm trying to figure out if I go Gengar or if I go Thundurus here. I think I go Thundurus. Oblivion Wing will kill. Good, I'm trying to figure out if I should randomize Sun or Ultra Sun. Me, personally, I prefer Ultra Sun and Moon versus regular Sun and Moon. I just think the games are much more polished. Not saying that Sun and Moon are bad games. I'm just saying in comparison, I prefer Ultra Sun and Moon. I think they're better than the originals. Psycho Cut. How much is that gonna do? Well, it was a good job I didn't switch into Gengar. What do you mean by that? I'm trying to figure out if a critical hit kills me here. It should not. Because it's been doing, what, 60? So it'll do 90. You know how Route 1 is a big area? Oh, so how I do it is I count, like, the area where you do the catching tutorial as a spot for that route, and then I count the southern part going towards the lab as a separate area. Because it's... Yes, it's technically the same route, but it's got two sets of encounter tables. So that's how I've seen a lot of people do it and count it. So I mean, it's up to you at the end of the day. It's how you are gonna play your game. Because I'm doing a series where I'm working with a bunch of other people. What did I just say? Flareon? Where I'm working with all streaming our own POVs of going through Alola, going through Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But we are going to then do battles against each other using the teams that we have beaten the Elite Four with. So I had a lot of questions for these guys, because I haven't really done any big collaborative projects in Pokemon, which it's kind of been like a dream of mine ever since I've been doing this stuff on YouTube. So it's nice to do it finally. But what was I saying? I just was like, I'm kind of like watching what they do and how they're playing, and I just want to make sure that I'm kind of playing on the same playing field. I know one of the guys decided to not count the bear. Like, if I go into a route and there's grass, but there's also like a berry pile, they count one or the other. If I was playing it my way, I would have done both counter, and even if you do encounter something in the berry pile, I would say you get one shot at it per route, and that's it. I am doing Pokemon Sun. I randomized abilities. I wonder what my starter is going to be. Hopefully you get something decent. For my series that I'm doing with a bunch of these guys, I know one of them had the starter of the Hoopa, had a starter of a Hoopa Unbound. I think another guy's starter was a Dialga. And then I know somebody else had a starter of a Porygon Z, which is my favorite Pokemon. My starter for my first run of this game was a Camerupt, just a regular Camerupt, but I had Fur Coat. And I ultimately ended up resetting and re-randomizing my ROM because we had lost at the trainer school. Because not only are we randomizing like abilities in this game, we randomize evolutions and we randomize movesets. So it's a little bit different from how I typically do randomizer Nuzlocke, but it's been a lot of fun because it has been different. It has been refreshing. So I had to reset. My second starter for the run that we're actually on right now was a Skarmory, which also didn't really last that long. But my Nuzlocke started earlier because my starter Skarmory was holding a Pokeball. So I had to catch my Route 1 encounter, whatever the first encounter normally is when you begin the game, which was Mega Glalie. So Mega Glalie was kind of like my honorary starter because he had been alive for a very long not the last stream, but the stream before, to a head-smashing Tyrantrum, which was just tragic. But my luck has been kind of off and on. Like, first island was really rough. The second island was a lot better. Third island was probably the toughest island we had to go through. But the fourth island has been pretty kind to us. And now that we're officially done with the Grand Trials stuff, really all there's left for me to do is the Victory Road and go challenge the Elite Four. But I am going to be doing the Elite Four stuff in the next stream tomorrow. This was just going to be a pretty quick, pretty straightforward stream of me just doing a bunch of the extra stuff. Alright, so Route 9. The reason why I came back here is because I forgot when I was messing around with the Machamp Shove. I forgot one place in particular, and that was the Diglett's Tunnel. So I want to see what TM we would have gotten, because I know there's a TM in here. And then outside of like the ruins, I don't think there's any other Machamp Shove spots for us to mess with. I don't think there is. Come on. And now that I think about it, I can get a totem sticker as well, I'm pretty sure. Because right here is a TM. Focus energy, it's a little bit cheesy, but I don't think I can really do much with that. But 92 totem stickers. Alright, but yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure that's the last Machamp Shove spot. Come to think of it, was there anything on this Pony Beach? I don't think there was. Like, as far as like BP vendors. Because I mean, I don't have like much BP. I'm going to pick Giratina and name it Shadow after the new Sonic movie. Damn, you got a Giratina as a starter? I gotta know what your other options were, just cause I'm curious. I'm just curious like that. Alright, I'm gonna fly back to the first island just for the Big Wave Beach, because I'm thinking about this now. I should probably put the BP to use. Oh, maybe if I just read up on chat, I would have figured out that what your starters were beforehand. My starters are going to be Giratina, Kamala, and Elgyem. Yeah. I think that's it's a pretty clear-cut answer, if you ask me. That's definitely not a shiny. You know what's crazy is that what I was doing earlier was a little bit of shiny hunting on my own. So we were shiny hunting for Muna yesterday, hunt on stream, at 1,300 eggs specifically. And what I did on my free time while I was just lounging around, watching a little bit of football today, I was doing some more shiny hunting. I did another 136 eggs, still nothing. So right now, my shiny hunt for Muna is officially at 1,436. But what's even crazier than that is that if I look at my list of shiny Pokemon, that is officially my longest shiny hunt. Or it is now officially my longest shiny hunt. We haven't even found it yet, but it's taken over because we had Stuffle, which this was before like I was really recording Pokemon stuff with YouTube and whatnot, at 1,410 plus, because it was somewhere around there. But Litwick for the Masuda method was at 1,413 eggs. And really, we haven't had any shiny hunts that have really kissed the 1,000 marker since. But yeah, this Muna hunt has been a big pain in the ass to should my naming theme be random name, what shows up in my head? Hey man, I told myself when I do the death montage for this series, I'm gonna be looking back at like, why is my Braviary's name Shrimp? And then I'm gonna be like, because it was initially a Clauncher before it evolved into a Braviary. So it's just gonna have like a random name. Start unaliving them to send a message. Oh, just go into the wild area of Sword and Shield and start murking them. No way the shiny is eluding you like this. Yeah. It's crazy that I'm almost triple over the expected odds. I think that's the part that really irritates me the most about it, is that I'm almost triple over odds for it. Is this worth to give to Gengar for stab? YouTube gate kept this for me for a half hour. Yeah. You can't even learn it. Groudon can. I'm doing the same thing. Randomize ability, moves, and evolve. Yeah. It's, because we're doing our extreme randomizer of Alpha Sapphire, so we just do the random movesets, and then we do random typings. So this feels like a hybrid of that series, except we don't randomize the typings. Which is 6 Pokemon. It is a Galarian, not Galarian. Stupid. What am I saying? Zenmo Darmanitan. We got a Zenmo Darmanitan. Which, with us going into the Victory Road here, probably right now, because there's nothing really that's piquing my interest with the BP situation here. We may be replacing the Braviary. That is if our randomized legendary for the Necrozma is good. Because whatever it is going to be level like 78. It's going to be ridiculously high level. So we're going to... So I was streaming Alpha Sapphire Extreme Randomizer, but I forgot to randomize trainer Pokemon, and I had a Parental Bond Froakie that was flying type. Hey, that's pretty good though. That's pretty good. You can just have a Caterpie and it, flash fire and have really good moves and evolve into something bad, or you could have it be the exact opposite, where you get something that's solid and then evolves into something bad. I remember, and this in this series in particular, we got Island. This is how I was saying earlier that my luck on the first island was not great. I caught a pinnacle as a first encounter. Okay, hold on, settle down. Where did you get this? Well, I definitely cannot stay in here. Well, he's definitely gonna have a psychic type move. Where do I go? Do I go Darmanitan? Hell yeah, I do. I have Fur Coat. Or, not Fur Coat. He's Fluffy. He's got an ability where his defense is cracked. I think it's Fluffy because fire type attacks do double damage. That's Fluffy. But fire type attacks do double damage, but like it's already resisted, so it'll just be like a regular attack anyways. So as long as it's a physical attack, we're eating it up. Congratulations. I've turned on that feature in the randomizer to make it to where everything could evolve, or like things evolve after every level. But I don't think I would enjoy a series like that. I don't know. I'd have to do a little bit of experimenting. I think I am going to randomize types to make it a little bit hard. Let me tell you. I don't remember what my death counter is for Alpha Sapphire, but I think this series right down here, I think it's double what my death counter is for Alpha Sapphire, and that says quite a bit. This boy's got Ice Fang and Tail Whip. There's at least a 15% chance something dies. I got levels on this guy, though. I have to play perfect today, though. That's the thing, because I can't afford to really lose anybody. Because through the Elite Four and Champion, and I am going to do like the post-game stuff, like Rainbow Rocket and whatnot. I'll explain a little bit more how I want to tackle that probably at the end of the stream today. And maybe even at the beginning of tomorrow's stream. Alright, so Oblivion Wing does a pretty good amount. We got hit by the Roll-Up Berry, so it pretty much just canceled out our HP that we had here. Everstone would be busted. Hey. Everstone would be busted. Emolga. Interesting switch she made here, Gladion. That was definitely one of the choices you've made here. What was your starter and did it die into what? So, I was saying this earlier. This is technically my second run through Ultra Sun because my first run ended very, very early. We had died. This is gonna do fuck all. I wanna see how much this does. Actually, that did way more than I would have imagined, especially because we have Fluffy. So I'm actually impressed that Emolga did that much damage to my Darmanitan, and I have to keep an eye on that. But this is my second run. First run we got a camera up with Fur Coat, which was kind of cool because it was different, unique, and we lost that in the trainer school. That's actually where our school to the teacher because she had a Hydro Cannon Caesar, and my team at the time was a Camerupt with the Fur Coat, a Magby, and then a Normalized Plusle. So that was the first run, didn't go great. Second run, the one we're currently on, we got a Skarmory as a starter. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember how the Skarmory died. He didn't survive long, that's all I know, is that he died really early. I almost want to go back and look at how he died. I'm pretty sure he died the same stream. It would have been the very first stream of this series. This is a problem. This right here is a problem. Because it now has all the stats of my Milotic. So I have to make a decision here. Because luckily Dugtrio does not have the HP. Or do I King Shield? I feel like I King Shield. I want to see what he does. He goes for Beak Blast, which is nice. Oh, Beak Blast doesn't make contact? Okay, so if we're anticipating Beak Blast here, then we 100% swap into Thunderous, because we outspeed. But yeah, the Skarmory died in the same stream, because my first run of Ultra Sun was like 2.5 hours long. And I remember I re-randomized the ROM in that same stream and then continued. So it's like, it's probably about like probably somewhere between an hour and a half or last hour of that first stream. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and do the death montage eventually. But I just remember that Skarmory dying really early on. And it not even being the most painful death I've had to endure. There's so many things that have died that have been painful. Randomizing types are all fun in games till you run into a Wonder Guard mon and don't know what the fuck type it is. Hey, this is actually one of the first... No, this is the first. Good night. Love you too. I won't. This is actually one of the first times I'm randomizing a game and having Wonder Guard actually be an ability that things can have. And to be honest, it hasn't even been like one of the abilities that have bothered me the most. It's the innards out that Pyukumuku gets. That has been the most annoying ability for me to deal with for this game. That, and then of course Imposter. Especially with me being overleveled, if it transforms into pretty much anything on my team, it's a problem. So you kind of have to try to outpredict the AI, but you know what the AI's moveset is going to be. Okay, so Altaria... I don't have much for you. I have to also make these 2 heart scales count. I'm seeing that now. Because we have not ran into a mart that is selling heart scales. A randomized mart that's selling heart scales. So if we can make it count, that'd be great. In Alpha Sapphire, there was a fire type 6 goon with Wonder Guard that I only beat with because Froakie had powder. Why do I not know what powder does? I know Rage Powder. I know Rage Powder is the one where if you use it in like VGC or if you use it in doubles, it makes you target somebody in particular. Well, I don't know what like regular powder does. All right. Oh. Yeah, that's clutch. What the heck? That's insane. Alright, Mewtwo goes for Imprison. That's fine. You're not going to have any... You're not having any of the moves that are on my moveset. See, that's what I'm saying, though, right there. Innards out. If I had one-shot that Mewtwo initially, with the amount of HP he has, he could have killed me. And I know Manaphy has innards out. What else? Wobbuffet in this game has innards out. So if you one-shot Wobbuffet, he's already like annoying when you don't randomize his ability. But when you randomize his ability, he can still be annoying. And his moveset. PP Max, let's go. So, do they actually classify Mount Lanakila Victory Road? Like, if I go inside, does it count as Victory Road, or is it going to be counted as Mount Lanakila? Because technically, if it does say Mount Lanakila, I can't get a regular encounter. I can just get the Necrozma, and that's where I go into the Elite Four. It'll be very interesting, though, to say the least. To say the least. All right, let's talk to you. Okay, we have 159k, so I'm just gonna make sure that I have enough potions to get through the Victory Road portion, and then we can buy full restore stuff once we beat all the trainers, because I'm going to want to battle all the trainers. Or do I want to go and do I want to make a straight shot to the Necrozma, get that encounter, and if I plan on using it, then adding it to my team, and then going around and battling everybody? I think that's what I should do. Which form of Kyurem do you prefer? Probably Kyurem Black. I think he's the coolest. I think he's cooler design-wise, but they're both absolute units to use. I haven't actually really gotten the chance to use Kyurem White. I haven't really gotten the chance to use Kyurem White before. Now that I think about it, I've really only gotten the chance to use Kyurem Black. Why do I feel like this guy right here is going to want to battle? I didn't see what it said. Did it say anything different? It did not. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get a regular encounter here. Shit! Do you know what a cage lock is? I do. I've watched a bunch of cage locks. And I definitely think I'm going to want to do one. When and if that will happen, I don't know just yet. But we will have to see. My extreme randomized starter is going to be Celesteela, Electric type, Axew, Rock type, Pikachu, the Grass type. Named Baby Food? That's an incredible name. Electric type Celesteela, though. Ground is the only weakness for it. Imagine it has Levitate. Or, like... I don't know. I mean, there's a bunch I have as a randomized ability, and it would be, like... Cracked. I mean, Beast Boost is already good for it, but, like, I think there's other ones that it could get, you know, thrown onto it that would make it solid. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do for my next Pokemon series that I want to be like a live stream series. And it might be something that I need to wait to do because I want to finish Alpha Sapphire first before I do another streaming series like this, because like I have this, I have Rejuvenation, I have Alpha Sapphire. Like I have a lot of series that I'm kind of doing all at one time, so I need to clear a couple out before I, you know, do another one. Okay, please don't have another battle right now. Just wait a second. Yeah. I think it's like this. Hold on. Grab this, whatever it is. Lychee berry? That could be good. Don't sleep on those items. Is this guy gonna want to battle right away? Is he gonna see me? No, he does not. Okay, perfect. Like I said, I'm trying to avoid battles because I want to see if I can get the Necrozma first. Ooh, this is gonna be tricky. Okay. It has Thick Fat with Pollen Puff, Shadow Bone, Leaf Tornado, Eerie Impulse. Okay, I mean, Thick Fat's good for it because it means it's at least got a little bit of more resistance to fire and ice. Although if that was like regular Celesteela, that would actually be insanely good. What's the next one besides this? I'm penciling in right now Heart Gold. I just don't know if I want to do just like a regular randomized Nuzlocke or if I want to do a little bit of a challenging Nuzlocke with it. But let's go ahead and see what our Necrozma is. And we don't have to worry about weakening it. We have the guaranteed Master Ball. So just as long as it's not a duplicate legendary. I'm not happy, but I'm not upset either. I'm just trying to debate on whether or not this is worthy of of somebody on the team. I'm definitely gonna Master Ball it regardless because I have what? Should have 2? Do I still have 2? Or do I have 1? No, I have 2. Yeah, let's just go ahead and Master Ball it. Because as far as like the Eon battles go, like I said, it's whatever I bring into the Elite Four. So I don't know if this is gonna be. I don't know just yet. We're gonna have to figure that out before we ultimately make that choice. Right. I mean, we gotta name it after the famous meme of it, you know, the like. Wow. That's just no bueno. Yeah, we are gonna just go ahead and send him to a box. We'll remove the Ultra Necrosium Z. Given the Z Crystal, I would have probably just wanted the... I probably would have just wanted the... regular Necrozma. Now, I might be wrong. Can I go back and counter? Wait, he just said it. Hold on. Yo, Prevo is on Mahalo Trail. I can go back and see what Solgaleo is. I think we're gonna do that because we've skipped pretty much a lot of the trainers in the Victory Road section already, so I might as well just go back here, see what the Solgaleo is. I have one more Master Ball. I should just see what it is, man. Just hope it's not dupes. Yeah, but Regirock. Imagine Solgaleo turns into Lunala. I mean, that would be cool. I mean, that would be cool in terms of, like, the context, but that would not be good for my team. Just because I don't really feel like benching Mega Gengar. It'd be cool if it was one of... Look at that big cat right there. I never remember about this either, going to play these games. Duskmane Necrozma. That would be cool. What is that? Psychic Steel? There's how many legendaries in this game? There's how many legendaries in this game, and it randomizes into one of the ones that I already fucking got. Dude, really? Baller idea. Sacrifice that Thundurus, and you'll be able to encounter another elsewhere. No, I think I'm just gonna leave it here because God forbid if something happens. God forbid if something happens, I have another one that's right here. Like I said, I'm not gonna, obviously I'm not gonna try to lose anything today with the one that we currently have. There's one right there, and I can pretty much get the exact same moveset for it, so. Both legends were a little bit of a miss, but I felt like it was gonna be a tall task at the Tapu's post game. I believe they are. Yes, I believe they are. I mean, nothing a little Google search, we can't figure that out with a Google search. If they aren't, then I can go check them. I don't know if I'll check them today. Maybe I'll check them tomorrow. But let's just keep moving forward. I'm actually gonna check that right now. After beating the main game, yep. I mean, I understand why they do it, but it still doesn't make it any less annoying. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and muddy water this Bastiodon. I actually need to... I don't remember for this Elite Four initially. Like, I know we're playing with a level booster, but, like, I really could not tell you what the ace is for the champion. Alright, let's go for the Fire Lash here. Oh, I just realized this is a horrible thing to be on. And that was not for the reason why I thought it was going to be... That is not the reason I thought one. And only like... Well, I mean, it's almost midnight, so... I didn't expect a lot of people or a lot of the guys to be awake, especially because some of the people who are doing this series, they live in the UK, so they're about 6 hours ahead of me, so it's really early morning for them right now. I mean, if they do catch the stream, then great. But if they don't, then I'm not really going to be that upset about it. I understand they got busy lives, busy schedules, and time zones. Time zones just be like that. It's one of the reasons why I was streaming earlier on in the day when I could. So they could see and could watch. But there's also going to be other times where I'm just going to be streaming at the time I normally do. Because we've been kind of slowly but surely keeping a close eye on the competition, lurking, as one might say. Alright, Tropius. I really need a flying type move on Braviary. Physical flying move on Braviary, I should say. Alright, sorry Tropius, I think you're very cool, and I think you were deserving of a Mega Evolution in Oras, but... to you. Bouffalon. Do I stay in? Yes. Because I outspeed, and I'm going to do a boatload of damage to you. Oh, look at that. Look at that right there. I need to get a stab move on Gengar that actually does, like, good damage, not Nightshade. So I'm hopeful that the Heart Scale move relearner is kind to us. And we can pull something crazy. I mean, I guess Shadow Ball would be fine. Shadow Ball, of course, would be... That is the standard. If I can pull a better Special Ghost move, which I think the only better Special Ghost move I can think of off the top of my head would be Moongeist Beam. That would be insane. It just sucks that Gengar can't learn it. It would already be a menace. It's already a menace without it, but imagine it with it. Like, ripping things to shreds. Alright. Just don't push too far. Did I push it too far? I did not. Let's go. Okay, you can't fit in that fucking space. Focus band. I might need to do a little bit of research and development. Just to see what the other guys are gonna have, because I know right now I believe X is the only one who's actually finished, so I'll have to look. and see what team he had and kind of come up with a strategy of what I can do. I don't know if that feels cheap or smart, or maybe a little bit of both. All I know is that I'm pretty sure he had a lot of legends on his team. So I'll have to play smart and see how that goes. Alright, so we got 2 double battles back to back. I know I could have challenged them all in singles, but it'll be okay. Salamence and Glispa. I have not seen a just like regular Salamence in like the entirety of us playing this game. Alright, so I'm gonna go for the Oblivion Wing on the Glispa because I know that will kill. And I'm gonna King Shield with my Milotic because I really don't think there's a better play for me to elements to give it a little bit of extra chip damage. But I think going about it this way is better. Alright, Redemption is 64. Salamence goes for the Draco Meteor. Whoever this hits is not going to do that much. Which that surprises me that was a critical hit. Alright, so I think what I do here is because my Milotic, because I have really good HP, Minior. I don't think Minior can really do much to me right now. So is it smart for me to go for Oblivion Wing and then heal? I think the answer to that question is yes. Because I think Oblivion Wing will do more than Nightshade. I think. This is the problem with the lack of stab. Is that I can't really, I really don't know. Because Oblivion Wing is like base 80 or base 90. Yeah, it definitely did more than 70. Mega Salamence learns Assist. Could you imagine if like Assist worked with a move like Protean? And you got it on something like a Mythical? And you just have a different variety of moves on your out there being an absolute menace. Alright, so Minior sets up the sand, which is a little bit annoying. I could go for Eruption, but that literally would make no sense. Muddy Water would do a lot of damage. I don't think it would kill Minior. Because I believe with this form of Minior, it has more defenses. Imagine if you could copycat or me first see moves. True. True. Mega Salamence has innards out. Why does I'm telling you, every fucking thing seems to have innards out. And you know what's crazy is I caught a Mega Salamence in this series, and it does not have innards out. So why does this one have innards out? Why? Gets real irritating, man. I don't need this sticky note anymore. It's pretty much useless in Nuzlocke. For For the player, yes, but when you battle against it, it's so fucking annoying. Especially because I have lost Mega Ampharos and a Dialga in this series to Innards Out. So right now, my team could be even more insane than it already is if I had one of those guys on here. Because I only put the Thundurus on the team in placement of Mega Ampharos. And then Dialga could have fit on this team somewhere, probably in place of Braviary. Double Intimidate is actually kind of nuts. Okay, so I'm going to go for the Eruption because I can. And then I guess Origin Pulse as well to finish off Cast Form because I'm definitely going to outspeed with Mega Gengar. I'm curious to see how much it does to the Cast Form though. Okay, this is about over half. It's about over half. Origin Pulse. Go ahead and send that boy out of here. I once got a huge power red Gigas and it died to Shadow Tag Perish Song. Nah. I've had some pretty brutal deaths in my days. I actually have thought about doing a like top 10 Nuzlocke deaths series to see like which ones are the worst. And I could probably, I don't know, there's a lot of death montages that I've done. And there's quite a few that I haven't done yet. Rejuvenations I haven't done. I haven't done Alpha Sapphires yet. Haven't done this one yet. Like, there's gonna be quite a few that I have. And it might not even be a top 10. It might be like a top 20 or something like that. Okay, so we're now in the second half portion of the Victory Road. So we have a few more battles. Not really too much more time left. I think we got the Z Crystal down here that we can come scoop up. That's not really a good TM. It's funny. Funny haha, but I don't think that's good TM for us right now. I don't know how that boy didn't see me, but you know what? We're moving. We're gonna ignore it. There's that guy we can battle. I think there's an item over here. Oh, I could bring that for some cheese. I could bring that for a little bit of cheese. I don't think I will. I want to bring somebody with the Z move. I just don't know who needs it. Braviary is the only one that I think needs it, and I don't know what Z Crystal to bring with it. That's the battle that I am currently in, is trying to figure out what Z Crystal to actually bring. Because I could do Normalium Z. Because what's its moveset? I think it's got Tailwind, Dizzy Punch, Liquidation, and Fire Lash. Because I have Fire and Water coverage with Darmanitan and then Milotic. But then I also have Flying type coverage with Thundurus. So, like, I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt. I just don't feel like a Normalium Z is going to do anything. Like, if I'm going to pop a Z Crystal, I'm going to want to hit something for super effective damage, and I know that it's going to be, like, a nuke button. So, sure, I could put it on Gengar, but I think Black Sludge Oblivion Wing healing is pretty freaking good for it. Alright, can you stop protecting? Can you just, like... You're not even going to probably die to this Oblivion Wing. You know that? You're so fat, like, you're probably not even going to die to this. Never mind, I overestimated him. Kind of also forgot that I was, like, 13 levels higher than him. So there was a reason why he was protecting so damn much. He knew he was going to die. Okay, but... Okay, so I went over this way for the Z Crystal, or the TM. Where's the Z Crystal? Over here. You know, I was getting the TM location and the Z Crystal location flip-flopped. I thought over here was the TM, and over earlier was the Z Crystal. More you know. Alright. We got regular Swampert. I'm gonna switch, just because I don't want to get hit by a ground type move. So, we're gonna do that. Goes for the Steam Eruption. So that's gonna do good damage because he is a starter. I actually did a wait. I'm gonna go for the Oblivion Wing here. So that did 120 damage. That should definitely heal me up enough to take another one. Yeah, 1,000 arrows. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. It's not super effective though because I was still a flying type. So if he were to hit me with it again, it would be super effective because I lose a flying type. But we're fine. We're absolutely fine. I have no grass coverage for a groundwater type. Want to learn Power Swap? No. My dude, why are you not learning a flying type move? That is what you are, is a flying type. Mold Breaker? Oh, so you're gonna ignore my Fluffy. That's fine. I'm not outspeeding you. Really? You had to get all 5 hits? Yeah, that's how I feel about that. Swanna? Go back out into our electric type. Did you watch Sonic 3? Not yet. I have not watched the new Sonic movie yet, but I have heard good things about it. I have heard good things about it, so I'm not gonna say anything then. It's probably for the better. It's probably better to stay spoiler free for a good minute about that movie. Good couple months, probably. And this splits off here. Into what, though? Why do I not remember, like... I've played this game so many times, and I don't remember, like... Like, I remember some stuff, but I don't remember crucial things. Dream Ball. It was good, though, to say it, and it did better than Mufasa. Yeah. We were talking about this last night when we were streaming our Free Time Friday stream. I know yesterday was Saturday, but I give myself a little bit of comfort room with Free Time Friday, where I give myself either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday to stream it. Besides the point. We were streaming Free Time Friday last night, and we were talking about stuff, and then like with like movies and everything like that, and just saying like how big like the video game movies are doing. So like Sonic, Mario, there's other ones. I know there's other ones, and I'm just blanking on them right now. But the point is, like, take those movies, and they do. It seems like they put a lot of like thought behind it. Like, I know that they put a lot of thought behind any movie that's ever made, but like to cater to the audience who grew up playing either the games or like things like that, like. It's like, I know that reference or whatever. I hope I'm gonna leave it off with a cliffhanger like Sonic 2. But that's how they get you. That's how they get you. Because I know they do the same thing with like TV shows, and they do with video games too. But like, I think sometimes it's a lot more obvious than others. But no, it feels weird being an adult and seeing a lot of these movies, like the Mario movie and Sonic, coming out. And I would have been like, if I was a kid, I'd have been like, yo, I'm rushing to theaters to, I'm gonna be asking mom, hey, I want to go watch a movie, and it's like we watch that. Because the last couple times I've been to a movie theater, it was because it was work related, because I work with children during the summer. I had a summer camp. So the last couple times I've been to a theater, what did we see? We saw Inside Out 2 this past summer, which that movie was great for the parts that I could see of it, because it seemed like every fucking 5 minutes I had a kid come up and ask me that they needed to go to the bathroom. Immediately have another kid come and ask me, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. So there are a lot of bits and pieces that I miss of Inside Out 2. So I'll have to rewatch that on my own time. But I got to watch the Minion movie when that was out, which would have been, what, 3 years ago? And that movie was funny to watch as an adult. And that's how I know a movie is good, because it's like, you know, it would be so cool if they do all the video game based of a movie. Well, we were saying yesterday, could you imagine if with all these video game movies that they're making, like Mario, Sonic, even Pokemon, they do like a Smash Bros. Universe, and it's super close to like a Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think that would be pretty freaking dope. I think that'd be pretty freaking dope. Okay, so Mega Gardevoir, that is a bit scary. I'm gonna go for the Eruption, because I should outspeed regardless. I don't know if I'm gonna kill the Gardevoir in one hit. And I don't know if Gardevoir is going to die. I don't know if I'm gonna outspeed Gardevoir with Milotic. I can't believe I have to wait for Sonic 4 when I graduate. When I graduated high school in the spring. Oh my god, Mega Gardevoir ate that up. Okay, just don't hit me with the Psychic type move, please. Please. Or just outspeed. I need Milotic to outspeed. I got levels on it. Redemption wants to learn Return. No. If you had like Aerial Aid or something like that. Oh god. Oh, it went for Moonblast. Never mind, we're fine. I graduate. In 2027. Damn. That's gonna make me feel like an old man then. That's gonna make me feel like an old man. I will be 27. 26 or 27 when that movie comes out. That is a weird thing to think about. Alright. Flareon and Heliolisk. Alright, so this is... Let's go for the Muddy Water. I think with the special attack drop, they're both going to live. Especially because of the split damage effect. Yeah, they both ate that up well. We got the accuracy drop, though, on the Heliolisk. And we missed the Flareon with Origin Pulse. I wanted to hit both of them. Good special attack. Or if it does something like that, we could be in trouble. We could be in some trouble. Although, I could Nightshade, right? And be in a okay spot. Oh, that's the side with the team of 3, too. Yeah, no, I Nightshade here. And then I will... Nightshade should kill. Less than 75 HP. I'm gonna Whirlpool. Because I outsped. Oh, he went for agility. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that could have been bad. He had a good physical attacking move. If they had a good physical attacking move, that could have been really bad for us. But now that he said... Damn it, man. I was hopeful that I could go for a not a Nightshade, an Eruption. And just, like, nuke whatever was on that side of the field. But no, he sent out a Duck. Alright, let's see how much that does. It almost does about half. That's pretty good. I'm gonna Whirlpool, which is not gonna do a lot of base damage, but it's gonna do the chip damage. Oh god. Okay, we ate that up, which is good. I'm gonna on Gengar. Because I think with Nightshade and then Whirlpool damage, it should kill Golduck this turn. What's funny, I think I only used like 5 max potions. I was like, I gotta make sure I have enough potions to go through victory. Yeah, we had plenty. We had more than enough. Oh my, come on. No, it's crazy if that would have been enough to help ensure the kill. It's all good though. It's just crazy to me though that this Milotic is almost level. It's level 80 fucking 2. Right? It's got to have a faster EXP gain than like most of the mons on my team, because there's no way that this thing, because I use it, but I don't use it that much to where it should be this much further ahead of everybody else. Because even when we had like our team after grinding, it like caught up to like everybody, and even past Mega Glalie before the Glalie got killed. And Glalie had been my ace since we pretty much caught it. Oh, I mean, I already had a choice specs, though. I don't know what's going to be better, a choice specs or an expert belt for the Eon battle. That is the problem right there. And here we are. We have made it. Are you the person I have to talk to? Or one of the people I have to talk to? No, I think you're the guy. Where are they? MB trainers at Pony Plains. And that's about it. Okay, so Pony Plains is after game. That is the after game. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check out that secondary mart before we do anything involving Move Relearner. Because the Move Relearner is this lady over here on the right. What do we got? Thunderstone, Power Band, Ice Gem, Shed Shell, Reaper Cloth, Max Repel, Cobra Berry, Shallow Sable. Okay. So no heart scales, randomized smarts. That's fine. So if I take a look at my team here, Shrimp, you are the only one that is without an item. And I kind of have that by design right now. So if we go ahead and take a look, because like I said, I am preparing for not just the Elite Four, but for the Eon battle as well. Because this team that we have currently right now is the team I would like to take into the Eon battle. The only way we don't take this team into the Eon battles is if we lose everybody in this Elite Four run. And that's going to be very difficult for that to happen. It's going to be very difficult for that to happen. So, Gengar right now, you are the one that we're kind of leaning towards. I mean, we're going to look at what you can learn with Heart Scale, right? You're one of the ones we're going to look at. Move, that is what we're going, like a better Ghost type move than Nightshade. Because I don't know if you can use the Ghost Z Crystal and Nightshade and have it actually do like big Ghost type damage. I don't know that. I don't want to rely on that if I do choose to use Z Crystal with Gengar on my team. So you're one of the ones. Who's next? Milotic, I think you're going to be another one that we're going to take a look at just to see what else you could learn. Otherwise, your moveset is pretty... It's okay. You're a decent enough mon to where we can handle stuff in the Elite Four. Eon battle-wise, you might be a little... Like, I might have to play very carefully with you in order to, you know, make things work. Thundurus, you don't need anything. You're pretty much good to go. Your moveset is pretty solid. I want to stick with Expert Belt. That is the big question for you. Groudon, I may take a look just to see if you can get like Crunch or a better physical. I just combined better and physical in the same word. A better physical dark type move so we could take advantage of Dark Aura. Otherwise, your moveset is fine. Ability's okay. Item is pretty much perfect. Shrimp, we gotta make sure, or we gotta see if we might be the Z Crystal you rock with. You are more than likely going to be the Z Crystal Mon, is what I'm thinking right now. And then Fluffy, Zenmo Darmanitan, I don't think you need anything. Maybe a Psychic type move, but even then, I don't think you need anything. So it's between Gengar, Milotic, and... Well, actually, no. Gengar, Milotic, Groudon, and Braviary. We're gonna want to look for what moves they can learn. So let's go ahead and talk. What's your least favorite and most? As far as least favorite champion, it's going to be... It's going to be a toss-up. And I think I'll have my reasons. I'll have my reasons here in a second. My least favorite is a toss-up between Alder, okay, so Mega Gengar does not really have a whole lot to work with. But we do have Ominous Wind, which is base 60, and it would be Stab. And it has the chances of raising all of my stats. Because it takes advantage of our almost 300 special attack that we had. We're going to hold off on it for right now. We're going to hold off on it. But it's going to either be Alder or Gita. The reason why I say Alder is because canon-wise, in the game that he's in, He's the first champion that you see lose their title pretty much right in front of your eyes. Kinda, but also, like, not really. That and his team, in my opinion, is awful. The only thing good about his team is the fact that Volcarona is on it, and Volcarona is really, really good. This is such a hard decision. Revelation Dance is cool, right? But Scald right there. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on this guy. I'm gonna wait on you. Let's check the Groudon. Let's check the Braviary. Alright, go Groudon. But yeah, I think Alder's team is not good for a champion team. And he... or anything. I just think if we're comparing him to other champions, his team is just not... it's just not good. He's got a... I think he's got, what, a Scavalier, Selgor, Bouffalant. Can't remember what the other ones are, but his team just isn't really that great. And it's actually one of the reasons why I think Geeta is not a good champion. Is the fact that her team is not really good. Like, she has Avalugg and Go-Goat, which, don't get me wrong, I love both those guys. But why? Oh my god. Okay, there's Fly. Okay, so there's promise here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach... I'm definitely using one of the heart scales on Shrimp, right? And we get rid of Dizzy Punch, because realistically, Dizzy Punch isn't going to do us anything. Yes, it will get a confusion chance. I don't think we need it, though. I think I would rather take Fly Stab and have the Flynium Z on Braviary than anything else. So now I have one heart scale. And I can either go Ominous Wind for Gengar, or I can go Scald on my Loptic. I think we go Ominous Wind Gengar. I think that's what we do. That just makes the most sense to me, because there's no other special ghost moves that he learned by level up. So it sucks that this is the best possible option, but in terms of getting like an Omni boost, it could be really, really helpful for us. I just am afraid if I am in with him and I'm going to use it on something super effective, because you got to remember, Ghost is super effective against both Ghost and Psychic, and both of those are super effective against Mega Gengar. It's going to be real interesting to kind of figure out what to do, or if that's a good thing to have on him or not. So... and then, like I said, I would feel comfortable with going with a Flynium Z on the Braviary. And I could go Flynium Z on a bunch of different mons, but just because Braviary doesn't have an item, I'm going to make it our Z Crystal user. And I'm like battles, if they're doing what I'm doing and doing a little bit of research and development and seeing what other people have, what possible moves they might have, things of that nature. It's not a bad idea for me to prepare like this, especially because tomorrow is the real deal. We got to beat the Elite Four, and then any of the Rainbow Rocket stuff is going to be done afterwards. It's just going to be stuff that I'm doing. So there's that. But before I finish up stream, I am going to answer this question because I want to make sure that I answer this question before I end the stream. But yeah, it's a toss-up between Alder and Gita, in my honest opinion. I might say Alder, just because you have to fight him in post-game to actually fight him. The whole idea is that the champion is supposed to be like the strongest person in the entire region. Like, sure, you can sit here and make that argument that Lance was in that same boat, even though Lance was, you know, technically the champion in Generation 2. He was a champion in Gen 1, but he kind of got bumped down because your rival ended up becoming champion. But I don't know. I just feel like with Alder, I don't think he's that good of a champion. I just don't think he is. But favorite champion, this one is difficult too. It might be the basic answer, but Cynthia. I don't really know. I mean, there is 2 other people I would say that can match her in terms of being difficult or being like an epic champion. But if we want to talk about like epic champion and she'll kick your fucking ass, it's Cynthia. I couldn't tell you how hard it was when I was a kid. Now, don't get me wrong. We were all stupid kids at one point. So it be how it be. Cynthia was easily one of the hardest battles I ever had to do. And that says a lot because you have Diamond and Pearl, but you also have Platinum, where her team is slightly different. Every single time I have battled Cynthia, even as an adult, it has been hard. Very few times has there been a cakewalk with her. But if we want to just look at on face value the teams, her team easily mollywops, I feel like, a bunch of people's teams. Come on, in the generation that had no weakness, you have her ace, Garchomp, the pseudo-legendary. You don't have an ice type, you're screwed. And even then, if you had an ice type, might be carrying a rock move, might be carrying a fire type move. My Vodic. You're seeing it firsthand on my team. Look at that thing. Thing is a menace. It's always a solid mon. Roserade's good. Lucario. I know she has Gastrodon in Diamond and Pearl. Like, her team is just stupidly good. So I think it's Cynthia, and I can hear other people's arguments about it. Really, I don't think there's that many bad champions. Like, if we sit down and like look at all of them, I don't think there's really that many bad champions. I think, like I said, Gita and Alder are probably the 2 that I would say are bad champions. But like, even the Professor in the original Sun and Moon, not a bad champion. It made sense why he was champion. They were orchestrating their own Pokemon League to be like every other region. So it makes sense that he was the final person he had to be, and he had a pretty good team. Your rival in Gen 1, I guess Wallace, maybe. I would say he's more midly water type. And if you just had like electric and grass, you'd pretty much just run over him. Because his ace was easy enough to deal with. It wasn't like Steven, where you struggled and then it's like, oh, you got Metagross. To be honest, the Mask Royale should have came from Alola and became Paldean champion, and maybe we would learn who he is under the mask. True. Wallace is probably a mid-champion. He's definitely on the scale towards the bad side more than he is on like the good champion side. I would say the good champions are going to be Cynthia, Steven, Lance, the rival from Gen 1, and probably Leon. Leon was a good champion. And then you got like Iris and Diantha. I would put them in the middle. Like, I wouldn't say they're bad, but I wouldn't say they were good. Diantha's team and Iris's team. Iris's team was hard, but it wasn't like a Lance or any of the other ones before that. So, it is what it is. But, seeing as it is now 12:40 in the morning and I gotta be up for work at 9 a.m., I need to get my ass to bed. So we will be back with this once I'm out of work tomorrow. So tomorrow will be, as far as like streaming it wise, like I said, we are going to be, I guess I should explain how this is going to work. And I'll try to make sure that I explain this tomorrow as well. So tomorrow we'll be taking on the Elite Four, and we'll be doing the Team Rainbow Rocket stuff. The Team Rainbow Rocket stuff, or anything that happens after the Elite Four, is all important for the Nuzlocke. It is not important. What happens in the Elite Four is important to the Eon battles. So whatever team beats the Elite Four, that's who I gotta battle the, I think, 5 other people who are doing this series. Or doing this project. What team beats the Elite Four? That is important. And so how I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna kind of do it based on almost like an honor system type of deal. What I mean by that is, because I am doing the Team Rainbow Rocket stuff, my movesets, right? I'm gonna try to have it be with the held items as well. Because like I said, if I really want to change out like choice specs on either Mega Gengar or Thundurus, I could. But I think the items that they have now are great, so I don't want to change that for anything. Or put like Quick Claw on Zen Mode Darmanitan, for example. I think what I'll do is I might do a little bit of read the teams and look at what everyone else has done so far and just make sure that we're good, basically. But how it's going to work tomorrow, Elite Four, and we're going to do like the Team Rainbow Rocket. I may go and do the Battle Tree stuff. I may just call it quits after Rainbow Rocket. I'm not entirely sure. I definitely want to do the Rainbow Rocket event because like that's one of the coolest things they did with this game. So it'd be fun to, you know, go through and battle all the evil team leaders and whatnot. Again, that is just important to the single player aspect of this Nuzlocke, you know, stuff that I'm gonna look at when I do my death montage and whatnot. But the Eon battle and what I'm gonna be doing with the other people doing this project, the Elite Four is what is important. So basically don't get team wiped. I don't know what level, like I said, I don't know what level the ace is going to be for the champion. I cannot remember what it is normally. For whatever reason, 60 is what I think it is normally, and if that is the case, then the highest thing we'll see is level like 72. And as you can tell, you probably can't tell because the font's so small. 4 of our mons are over that right now. The Groudon and the Braviary are the only ones who are not level 72. So they can sit there and they can sit on the back burner. That's completely fine. I have 4 other mods who can sit there and do work. So they can play catch up for all I need them to. And then, like I said, post-game stuff is just going to be stuff that I want to do personally to have a little bit of fun and move forward with that. So tomorrow should be the last stream, no matter what. No matter how it goes. As far as the Eon battles go, I don't have a specific start date of when those will happen, because those are going to be recorded and uploaded to the channels of the people who are doing them. So that'll probably be something that we discuss maybe even tomorrow. I don't know just yet. But if you guys did enjoy tonight's shorter live stream, I'm surprised we actually almost hit the 2-hour mark, but to be fair, the last like 15 minutes I've been yapping a little bit. If you guys did enjoy tonight's live stream, make sure you show your support by clicking that like button down below, because it'd be greatly appreciated. I'm going to make sure, like I said, I'm going to take myself to bed. Tomorrow is going to be a busy as fuck day for me. Outside of streaming, that my head is on straight, and we get done what we need to get done. So, yeah, if you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe. Check out the links at the top of the description. We got Twitter, X, my bad, TikTok, and the community Discord there. If you want to check out any of those, links are going to be at the top of the description. Make sure you check out the other videos that I have uploaded on the channel. Like I mentioned, I have 2 other Pokemon series that we are currently doing. If you are interested and want to check those out, you can view the playlist there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out and chatting. I appreciate it. It's always fun when we get some interaction. And yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.